You have been sounding more like a minister every day, Burgess. Sandrock is lucky to have someone as pure as you.
Well, as much as you deny it, I know you were always preaching from the heart.
I was preaching what I believed. But even then, in my pursuit of my ideal, I ended up precipitating the very thing I was trying to prevent. I wronged you, Burgess. I led you astray. Took advantage of you.
That's in the past now, Miguel. Besides, I wouldn't be who I am today if it weren't for you. For better or for worse. I can't regret the past. We can only look forward into the future.
Well, let me impart one last bit of wisdom to you. Sometimes, even when you're so very, very sure, you still need to reflect and ask the tough questions. I have given this much thought while I have been in here. And even though I clung so hard to my ideal of an orderly world, what right did I have to force it on anyone else? That makes me no better than the fools who caused the day of calamity. You okay? I am glad to see you. Burgess was giving me one last sermon on forgiveness.
I've seen Miguel's growth. He's not the man he used to be. He's seen the error of his ways. But now they still want to lock him up forever.
I told you, Burgess. I seek not forgiveness. I have to face what I have done. Don't shed a tear for me. I will be fine.
If I pour out your water because you poured out my water, then no one has any water to drink. I can see how much you've changed. If we let you just rot in a box, then who are we? See? Everyone makes mistakes, Miguel. Your way was flawed, but you still had our best interest at heart. Your past and some Duvos lies just led you to make some rash decisions.
No. You have both been a sliver of light in my incarceration. I am glad I have you both with me in my final moments before leaving to meet my fate.
This isn't right.
This is as it shall be. Acceptance of one's wrongs does not free one from guilt. And Burgess, don't be a hypocrite. You yourself always stood for upholding the rules. Don't make the exception for me. Thank you, truly, for being here with me.
We have to do something. We can't let him go like this. Yes, I'm a stickler for the rules, but maybe I'm not completely right. I knew you'd agree with me. We can't just let him suffer. He's a victim in this too. He needs a second chance to right his wrongs, or a good man will go to waste. Forever. So, shall we go and talk to Trudy?
Hello, Burgess. How can I help you?
Mayor, we're here to request you stop the transfer of Miguel to Atara. He's changed.
Changed?
I wanted to say he was tricked by Duvos, manipulated by Matilda, and he was. But no, he's just very sad nowadays. He wanted something that's not his to decide. And now that he's acknowledged the destruction he's left behind, he's broken.
Go on.
He's not innocent, but he's also not a bad man. He was a victim of circumstances.
Did he ask you to come here?
No, he told us he wants to face his crimes. I just think it's not right.
Burgess, you...
Mayor Trudy, I implore you, let Miguel face his punishment, but here in Sandrock, where he can face everyone he's wronged and atone for what he's done. Don't let him rot in a cell forever. Every fiber of my being is telling me that's not right.
What do you think of all of this? So even the builder agrees. I trust you. Although my gut is telling me this is a bad idea. I will cancel the transfer to Atara. We can supervise him for a little longer in Sandrock Prison. And then I will entrust him to you, Burgess.
You can count on me, Mayor Trudy. He'll be good. I'll vouch for him.
Look, we can't take this lightly. If I see any sign of him falling back into his old ways...
Then I'll take the responsibility.
Okay. For now, he'll work under you. The Civil Corps will come up with a plan for his punishment.
You can count on us, Trudy!
Prove to me that this isn't a bad idea. If there's anyone that can pull it off, it's you two. We'll make the preparations, and I'll make an announcement soon. Let's first try and get the groundwork set up quietly, so as not to make too many waves around town.
You got it, Mayor!
What a pleasant surprise. I did not expect to see you again before I left. Trudy has cancelled my transfer after everything I have done. I've changed, yes. But I wronged Sandrock. I betrayed you all. It is moving. Even after all I have done, for Sandrock to welcome me back, to open its arms in forgiveness. Perhaps I was wrong to be so bleak. There is good in man. Thank you for everything. I will pass the rest of my time in peace, and aim to do as much good as I can to pay back the second chance I have been given. I look forward to my time under Burgess's tutelage. I believe there is much I can learn from him. Thank you again for everything. Burgess, I have no words.
And none are needed.
Miguel, we welcome you back into Sandrock, but your probation will be long.
I know, and thank you, Mayor Trudy. I'm sorry for...
Save it, Miguel. The past is the past. We've all worked hard to heal our wounds, and I understand that you have many wounds of your own. I hope you'll once again be a productive member of Sandrock one day.
I am glad to be released, but I have much learning to do. I must make amends with everyone. Thank you all for everything. I truly appreciate this second chance. I have been given a new lease on life, and I will do all I can to live up to the grace you have given me.
Well, Pastor, you're not a pastor anymore. Got my eye on you still. One slip up, and I'll be on you quicker than a bumble ant to honey. And may I remind you, they literally keep honey on top of their heads.
I would accept no less, Sheriff.
Now, first things first, we're going to have to re-administer your ARC survey.